What's up, you guys? I'm signing up for the Open this year because I love the community, the challenge, and the sport of fitness. And I'd love to see you there on the leaderboard as well.
What's up, guys? It's Sprager here, coming to you live from the sauna, telling you why you should sign up for the 2025 CrossFit Games Open. So one, it's measurable. It's my favorite part about it. You can compare it to your past and your future self. And you can see if you degressed in your fitness or if you improved in your fitness. So I love it as a metric for my athletes and for myself. Two, the community. You get to experience blood, sweat, and tears with your fellow gym members, with your friends next to you, and the core memories that'll last a lifetime because you're going to be pushed outside your comfort zone. And three, it's going to teach you a lot of things about yourself. When you're amidst a hard workout or you're being pushed outside of your comfort zone, you're going to learn some tough lessons. You're going to be proud of yourself. You're going to come out of it a better person. So I love the Open for those three reasons, and I hope to see you on the leaderboard.
What's up? My name is William Leahy IV, and this is my 5th year signing up for the CrossFit Open, and you should too.
Welcome to the spin. Pre-TYR Wodapalooza Eve. We're not in Miami this year, but we're there in spirit, I guess.
John was there in spirit last year, so it only makes sense.
I've only ever been there in spirit, to be honest with y'all.
It looks a little cold and rainy. So hopefully if you guys are going down there, you have brought a hoodie. Get some Paper Street coffee, stay warm. If you are not and you're watching this, as Savon says, like and subscribe. We got a long night ahead of us. We got an hour and a half here, and then handing it off to Savon. John, you're heading over there. I think Chase, hopefully, a couple others, to do more coverage of TYR Wodapalooza. Sorry.
TYR.
Yes. Kenneth DeLapp, you are definitely taking a shot every time somebody says TYR. So
yeah, sound off if you're in the comments and you're in in Miami right now.
Yeah.
TYR.
Heidi Crew, good morning.
Heidi's drunk.
Something like that. Billiam the Fourth. That's right. The computer's here. Barkley Dale.
Apollo.
Yeah, Barkley, you should change your handle.
Might as well call me Rocky then, because I'm coming out on the win with a win here. Just letting y'all know.
We'll get into that here in a minute. First of all, we're going to go through some viewer comments. We are going to walk through the Heat 1 app, give our picks for all individual events, and what prop bets. Are they all in there yet, Tyler? All right, good.
Loaded, ready to go.
We'll talk through some Mayhem invites and blind rankings, and then maybe some last chance qualifier, maybe. I don't know. All right, first off, viewer comments. You got quite a few of them this time.
I remember that guy.
I think that's the guy that tried to prevent me the last night. Sunday night, it was rainy. There's like the stadium was like 20% full. There's nobody there. I had my media pass, and the guy's like, only ticketed people can get into the stadium. And so I walked out, and then he turned around, and I walked right back in.
A little ticket fascism.
That is the guy that's in charge of enforcing people saying TYR before Wodapalooza. That guy right there. He's just walking around.
Somebody should do that as a bit, like just like somebody says Wodapalooza, and then they're like, "What did you say?"
Dude, Peter had a hard run yesterday with Hiller. Hiller said Wodapalooza like 23 times, and every time he threw a TYR in there, it was quite funny. If y'all, I don't remember which question it was, but I'm sorry, like legitimately 12 times said it in the middle of his 1 minute answer on Coffee Pods and Wands yesterday.
It still made more sense than your first answer.
Yeah, no, that was rough. I know.
That was one of the best shows that had no real great answers in it.
I thought my other two were good, but that first answer, I went back and watched that. I'm like, did it really sound that bad? I knew I was kind of rambling a little bit, and then You should have, or Peter should have clipped it and then put the Billy Madison guy up there. I award you no points, and we are all stupider for what we just heard.
Oh, that one.
Because
Yeah.
that's how it felt. It was rough. I deserved that 0. I earned that 0 is what I'll say.
He still came back. Keeping it real. He's down there in Miami. Looking at Mike Halpin. Good on you.
Just some guy named Mike.
Mike on his shirt.
I don't know.
Mike Tyson could be
I don't
just
know.
a Mike.
And Barron, all I could think of while you were discussing John's picks last week was John in a hospital room with his newborn baby screaming at his phone why he picked who he picked.
It's not that far from the truth. I wasn't screaming, but I was definitely paying attention. Her water hadn't broke yet. I was like, he was fine.
That's you had the baby right before the show.
Oh, no, you're right. No. My bad. My scratch. I was talking to you guys before then. No.
Yeah.
But no, she just had the baby 20 minutes ago.
And you still wanted to come on, and we were like, John, just stay off.
6:03 was birth time. So
I was like, Joe.
we had a good 30 minutes, man. We were ready. I really wanted to show her to the world. I wanted to show her, like, hey, look
Good
what
and everything. Here she is.
we just did. Look at this. And he was not about it. So
Yeah, that's fair. Probably good to take a week off. Get ready for this one. T Dragon, OK5OG, definitely a legit account. If you are not top 5 potential at the games or have home run events such as lifting or endurance or gymnastics like Koski, Gee, or Danielle Brandon, you are absolutely benefiting from the World Fitness Project. You get a fixed income. It's like the senior citizens, and more exposure for your sponsors. So I don't see the reason why it is a bad thing. For challengers, it's different, but you have to spend money to earn money. Tennis is the same for young athletes.
I would say
pro athletes.
Here's the problem is if the World Fitness Project ends up hurting that person as far as the games go, because you can either be one of the fittest people in the world, but let's be honest, irrelevant in the World Fitness Project, or you can be irrelevant at the CrossFit Games. There's only one thing's going to move the needle. And yeah, you get 30 grand, you do, but that's all you're ever going to get. Like you're never going to get past that.
You're going to spend that traveling back and forth all over the place.
You've sold your fitness career for 30 grand a year.
You've sold your soul to the devil.
Jeffrey Birchfield, as a retired teacher, I have a fixed income.
Nice, Jeff.
It's like,
and maybe people can just adjust their training and, do both of them, but it's only for people that like it actually influenced if they made the games or not. Right.
Yeah. Do you want to be irrelevant at the games or irrelevant at the World Fitness Project?
I'm irrelevant right here at home. The cheapest place to be irrelevant.
There you go. We're just morons with the microphone. I'll get to that here in a second. At Clooney's Adventures.
I was wondering if we were going to get into that.
Yeah. Great show, guys. Would you be able to detail in an episode the things about the WFP that you think are good, both for fans and athletes? I am extremely cautious of the WFP being a sustainable tour event year over year, but I do see a lot of positive aspects they're trying to implement.
I do too. I want to make this clear. I want it to work. I want it to be great. I want it to be another thing that the athletes can do. I'm all about it. They were so shady in how they put it together. It's all like they said it's not going to influence the game season. We're not going to be intertwined with them. It's just another opportunity. No, we're not battling the games. It's just we're just going to have all our stuff exactly when they're having their stuff. It's very shady the way they went about it. But I want it to work so badly, and I hope everything is just super happy.
No, you have
Spin-
not said
spin-
one good
spin.
thing yet.
He wants it to be. He wants it to succeed. That's good.
It's spin just makes a very compelling case of why it won't.
Ways in which it could. This is a good question because he's like, all right, if you don't hate it, tell me what you like about it. Ways it could be good that they aren't, that I don't see them moving into yet, is they could create an off-season structure to where lower level competitors actually are incentivized to compete in the competitor division.
The challenger.
Or the challenger division, sorry. That doesn't seem like we went over last show how that doesn't seem to be the case. There's no real incentive to be in the challenger division. If they could run more cool events, but they're going to have to get bodies there. This is a structure that could work great, but I don't think that they've made those moves yet. And maybe they don't because they haven't reached that scale. But
we don't even have the 40 athletes yet.
Right. I see a future in the way that it could work, but I'm just holding my breath to see if they do any of those things. And I'm assuming that they're not going to thus far.
Cautiously pessimistic.
Yeah, sure.
I am super excited though for some exclusive swag.
That is a clean logo.
Dude, do you know what I thought about whenever this came out? Go ahead and play it, and I'm gonna tell you like my immediate thought.
All right, here we go. Look at that hat.
Will Morad. I like the hat. I think it looks pretty cool.
Look at that. Look at that Airbnb in Miami. They are living large.
This hits me so hard, like the Fire Festival, if you guys remember that. Where they're like, they got this island, and they're like, oh, all these beautiful people are gonna be here, and then
is Will Ja Rule?
Ja Rule.
I mean, I think technically he is. If you've never seen the Fire Festival documentary,
Will's the guy that put it together. Will's not Ja Rule. Will's the guy who put it together.
No, the Gillette family is the group that put it together.
Funding it, but there's
Ja Rule was the hype man. Yeah.
Okay.
He's the face.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But I just feel it hits me so hard, like CrossFit's version of the Fire Festival, and like it's gonna be so beautiful. Look at it, look at where we're living, man. And then, and then Will's sucking some dude's dick to save the Fire Festival.
you got to do what you got to do, John.
Fire Fest. Thank you. What am I saying? I'm saying festival. It's fine.
Where do you put these applications for that? Just wondering.
You have to email jobs at worldfitnessproject.com.
Great documentary, by the way. If people don't know what I'm talking about, look up the Fire Fest documentary. It's pretty awesome. Like you're really gonna like it. You need to understand what I'm talking about. Like I didn't just say that randomly. Like you need to watch that documentary.
Killer documentary.
I realize if you had not seen it, like that probably felt really out there. But...
You know who else had a dope Airbnb last year at Wodapalooza? Heat one. Look where that got us.
It's true.
John's gone.
He's out. The Clooney's, he likes, or she likes, whatever the Clooney's is, watching the best of the best compete against each other more than twice a year. The thing is, they've always had that opportunity, and they chose not to. Mm-hmm. I like that it's a tour, meaning more places around the world to get to see and engage with the athletes. Fair.
Do you get to say a 3-event deal is a tour? I guess Crash Crucible.
Got the finals too. So that
says it's a tour.
No, it's 3 total. Two tours and a final.
Yeah.
It's the world.
It's like when Will bashed me.
More of a series.
I like
it's like
that.
when
like
Will bashed me for saying 5 figures.
Yeah. I actually like that they are contracted to promote the World Fitness Project via socials. I like to see how you get to see the athletes' fitness against each other spread over a whole year, not just peaking for one event. However, Clooney's is very suspicious of the finances. Fair.
Suspicious.
Not announcing a single sponsor prior to announcing 78% of the athletes is puzzling. Okay. Not announcing a media team or a broadcast deal prior to announcing athletes is also puzzling.
What are you reading?
This is Clooney's, bro.
Clooney's.
Oh,
This is
okay.
Clooney's. Clooney's
They.
wanted to get our thoughts, but then also weighed in.
This has gone on too long for my thoughts to be had.
Come on, John.
I got no thoughts anymore.
This is a good point, and that's why, like, say what you will about CrossFit, people promote CrossFit, and they don't really reach out to get people promote, or haven't in the past gotten people to promote, and so yeah, it does come across fake.
Well, we haven't seen them promote it yet.
That's true.
And not going on every podcast, CrossFit media space to promote this is also puzzling. They've been on Coffee Pods and Wads and Talking Elite Fitness. What else is there?
They're invited on this show if they would like.
Anytime.
And all strong women as well.
Easy, John.
We're open to any and everybody. We're a diverse. We do not care. We include everybody. If you're male, female,
Hey,
and that's it, you're welcome to the show.
we did invite Sam on, and she was gonna come on.
And then she read the comments.
Yeah, and then she read the comments.
And-
That's
and-
not on us.
and-
That's
and
not
we-
on us.
And then we got ratioed. I learned what that meant this week. Yeah, I looked and we got it.
Let's see. At will, no rep you. Why is there a beef between Barbell Spin and Mayhem? They mentioned Spin 4 to 5 times on their podcast. They're coming around. They're coming around.
I felt for you, John, when you said, like, when Rich said, "Who's John Young?"
Oh man.
I recognized that feeling this week when they kind of threw some shots at us. Also, because I did not say what they said. I said, like we said, I got grouped in, and I was like, I did not say that.
That happens to me all the freaking time, Tyler. People just take something I say and change it a little bit and then run with it.
Yeah.
Hold
I
on.
think
Do we want to dive into this right now? We want to do this right now?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Go ahead. You're the one most angry about it.
We pull up receipts here.
Tyler, go ahead.
Well, there's Vandersloot. He said that we flaunted that we knew that. So Spin tweeted out Albany. When did you tweet that?
December 21st or 12th or something like that.
And Vandersloot said that we were flaunting, like, oh, we knew and we broke the news. And we were well aware that everyone knew, except for everyone watching this show.
Right.
And that's the thing. Like, we weren't acting like we knew and no one else knew. We learn stuff and we tell you guys in our own way.
Y'all wouldn't
making it a
know
joke.
if we didn't know first, is all we're
I think
saying.
that's where they fell short, is just because everybody within Mayhem and everybody they talk to knows, they're not thinking about the 312 people that are watching that may or may not have heard that.
And the 6,000 others that'll watch later.
Right. It's more about informing, and like, it's not like trying to be arrogant or anything like that. It's, yep, called it. Yep. It's leaked. We knew it. We shared it.
We're more like confirming that we are a trustworthy source to come to about information that not everybody knows yet.
Also
And
true.
we're making everybody know it. Right?
Yeah.
Kind of like if you knew there was a last chance qualifier and you said it way before anybody was supposed to say anything.
Yeah, I thought it was odd that Rory was like, I think the problem with media is that they're just trying to get a gotcha or a scoop and the insider information. It's like, well, if we weren't there, then who else would be talking about it? So,
And then also, like Rory said, like, oh, there's a story that's posted, and then everybody else, does their own spin on that story. And it's like, well, Spin has a lot of readers. It would be dumb of him to not put that same story back out. It's not like he's like, oh, I told you all first. He's just saying, like, hey, here's the news, read it. You also don't
it's
put in
weird
your
when you go
opinion.
look at any other, like, Trump was inaugurated, like, oh, and CNN posted first, so Fox News can't. No, they all put their own spin on it. They all put their own story out. That's what happens. And if you want to follow me, you want to follow Morning Chalk Up. If you want to wait till Thursday morning and listen to Talking Elite Fitness, you can do that.
If you all want to find out a whole week late, go ahead.
Yeah. If you want to listen to Craig Ritchie in 3 weeks, you can listen to that. It's fine.
Who's also said that we said
And Mayhem people, I don't know why y'all are being mean to us. I have just like I have just come around to liking the Mayhem people. I hated Mayhem
I don't know why y'all want to be
for
mean.
so long, and I've finally come around and be like, you know what? They're good people. They always, when things go south, they're the first ones to be like, this is dumb. And like,
Well,
and I love that about Rich, about DeChico, about their everything they got going on. And I'm team Mayhem. I'm back. I'm on the train, and then they're going to be mean to us. And I just think that's kind of that's a dick move,
I love it. I love it. It seemed disingenuous in that, like,
nobody would know who Austin Hatfield was if I wasn't just screaming
there it
his
is.
name.
There it is.
Okay, I'm doing all your work for you.
I thought Scott
Mayhem.
called it. I thought Scott called it like 3 years ago.
Scott called it first. No, I like the little back and forth. Like, you all want to throw tit for tat, that's fine.
I don't.
But we're not. I do think there is like an enemy making thing. And point being, this week, Dallin threw some shots back at me for saying fitness privilege on his show.
I DM'd him and I was like, hey, do not put me in the same boat as Tyler. Okay. I get myself in enough holes. I do not need to be lumped in with him with stuff he's.
I don't think Tyler's was a shot at it. It was like he's so fit he can do.
No, it was a compliment, but Dallin did.
Dallin, and I loved it.
He did not he didn't like that at all.
I love it, and it helps that, like, I know Dallin, and I would consider Dallin and I like somewhat friends, and it's like I like the little shots. Dallin doesn't even know who you are. I like the little shots. But like, I don't want to start a war with Mayhem. Like, I think we're all on the same.
I didn't think we. I don't. Yeah, I don't think.
this is.
I'm not mad.
I don't think they're. No,
I'm not mad.
If
either.
anything else, it's clear that they get their news from the barbell spin.
Very clear. Rich made that pretty evident.
Yeah, exactly.
I
And
think
so
he was joking when he said that, but
I don't think so.
Hey, we went from 2 years ago, he was blocking me. Now he's commenting and talking about the barbell spin. So we've come a long way in a few years. So
I wanted the record to state that I thought the Mayhem not running a qualifier is cool. I think you guys were disingenuous on that bit, but hey, we can leave that alone.
I don't know.
Who blocked you, Spin?
Rich did back in 2019.
Who's
But
Rich?
he's unblocked now.
Mr. Froning.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Froning. All right, moving on. At CYBY dash.
I hope we can be friends in the future. I'm sorry. I hope we can be friends in the future. Go ahead.
Hey,
CYB16.
Yeah, another very legit person. Interesting. Games athletes shilling for their prize purse at the start of the show. Shame. I did not pay them 1 cent. So
They did that because James is a good dude.
Yeah. I asked for a short little blip saying, why should people do the open? And James came back with a 45-second, very in-depth reason why you should do that. Sorry, John. All right, last one from Wanna Love. No one will care or be interested in World Fitness Project. Same 20. We know who's in. Who will care except the 20 predetermined athletes? I'm struggling with the entire concept. Guess we'll find out eventually. I'm not on the edge of my seat. So not interesting.
But you will be, because we will be covering it.
We will be.
I don't know. I'm not very interested right now either. We'll see.
Oh man, John, come on. That's it.
Do we know how the live stream is going to work for any of those?
We don't. Stay tuned.
Based on the amount of investment, I would say it works.
It's gonna be great. Okay. I'm excited. Indianapolis in May. All right, moving on. Go ahead and give us a follow. Road to 10,000. We're at 9,100 something. Oh, look. Austin Mansour. Speaking of tier, Seth Rollins had tier shoes on when he wrestled on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Kenneth, take a drink.
2.
Savon, the games, best events, best judging, best prize purse, best media. Speaking of media, Savon's behind the scenes is coming out here soon. So
First episode's trippy.
It is trippy, isn't it? It's
I think every
ominous.
episode's going to be.
I mean,
Really
it's
trippy.
but it's like it hits you.
There's so much of the stuff that happened at the house that I wish had made it in.
I think more of that stuff will start.
It will.
I think we're trying to
just-
try to do like an inside the not behind the scenes, but inside the scenes.
The emotion,
If you-
the emotion that came out during those 3 days was more emotional range than I think we all grew like way closer in that time. And it was really interesting to see how everybody handled it. So
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Tyler tries to get deep.
Yeah.
no,
I know, we're-
And its spin goes. All right, moving on.
moving on. We're done. When is coming out? The behind the scenes coming out there, Savon? Let us know. All right. TYR Wodapalooza. Drink, Kenneth. Heat 1. Have you signed up yet?
sign
There's a lot-
up.
Dude,
lot
I'm
of games
excited to
going
go
on.
through these.
You partnered with Proven Frog Grips?
Proven and Frog Grips are like, dude, Frog Grips. Scan the code over
QR
there.
code.
Mhm.
Wrong way. But
Wrong way, Tyler.
No, it's right on my end.
nope.
It's
nope,
not right
definitely
on
not.
ours.
Oh well, then
There
this
you
way.
go.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna give out gift cards and $100 for the team competition and the individual competition. Sign up. There'll be plenty to win. It'll be a good one. I think we've gotten way better at the props. I'm excited to do these. And I think like it's gonna be hard to pick winners.
Did you say the grand prize for number 1 shot caller this year was $37,000? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Heard it here first.
All right. Well, we're going to go through the lineup.
Wait.
So-
Is it true Frog Grips rubber slash rubber is banned for the whole season now, or is it just in person shit?
I don't know how you could prove.
It's just in person.
No.
Semifinals?
The rule book states that you're not allowed to have it in any stage of the competition. Now, I don't think there's any possible way that anybody
Enforceability.
can enforce that during the online portion of it. But it technically is not allowed if you have any rubber-based grips throughout this entire season.
How would they prove it?
They can't.
It's.
I mean, what do you do? Show your grips at the beginning. My name's Tyler Lungans. I got on these grips.
I mean, I guess if it's kind of like the like if you had a belt on that was,
illegal.
Tola 6-inch thick, somebody could look at it and be like, hey, that doesn't look right.
Sharpie at bright green. Got it.
But no, it's the rubber-based grips. Not all frog grips are banned.
Get the
So-
elite grips. I'm telling you right now.
Those are the banned ones, Tyler.
If you either, I never use any other ones. Nick was talking about this on the Proven podcast about how like beginner athletes use them to feel like they can do more. We got slick bars at my gym, and they 100% make a difference. Use them, buy them.
Get the band grips. Do it.
In 2 years.
Honestly, though,
God,
here. No. I got you. I'm with you. I'm Team Tyler right now. Honestly, if you are not going to be at the CrossFit Games, they only
Wow.
help that much. It's like they help so much they have to ban them. Why would you not use them if you're not elite?
Well,
You know what I mean?
What I thought was interesting is like Colton said he uses the base grips. From what I can tell, almost everybody uses base grips,
Yeah, they do.
right? And those are the ones that you use chalk with. They're not banned. They're totally legal. All the elite athletes do that because rubber grips don't work on chalk. So
Yep.
if you're going up to the bar after somebody just previously chalked the shit out of it, you're screwed. So
Mhm.
go ahead and use those. The nice thing about the rubber-based grips is you don't need chalk. So you don't have to waste time chalking up. You don't have to worry about it. If you're a gym owner, you probably like those better because you're not, those members aren't chalking everything up on the pull-up bar. So use the QR code, save 15% using code SPIN, or try to win some prizes on the Heat One app.
Do it. They got belts too. I'm
They do.
excited to get their belt.
Yeah. All right, let's go through the event. You want to go through the events first?
Sure. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. Do our picks for the events.
Pull up your Heat One app.
I haven't done this, so this would be good.
There you go.
By the way, Tyler, I was looking at the wrong event. I think 2 is a great line.
I hate you so much.
I
right now.
apologize.
We'll get it.
But they don't know what event that is. So just not tell them.
Wonder how many people have picked that already.
It's too late. All right, first event, 2 rounds too many, 2 rounds, one with a vest, one without, 50/40 calorie bike, 1,000-meter run, and 150 box step up or jump overs. So what I've learned is you can only step up with the weight vest. If you so choose, you can jump over without the vest. All
But
right.
you can't jump over with the vest.
I don't
That's
think this will apply
correct.
at all. I don't think anybody's jumping at all.
No, it's a complete waste of time. Or
I don't even know why
not
they-
any time savings when you try
They
to do 150 of them.
It's a waste of ink. They should have just said box step overs.
Right. All right. You have to pick a male, a female, and a flex pick. All right. Tyler, you want to go first?
Men,
Pick a male.
James Sprague.
It's a good one. John?
Yeah, my male pick is also James Sprague.
He's the
Likewise.
best one.
81% have only picked James Sprague. I think he's a lock. On the women's side, John?
On the women's side, I got Emily Rolfe.
I also have Emily Rolfe.
I'm going Amy Kringle.
That's not a bad pick at all.
No,
You know who is a little bit of a dark horse pick is good old Caitlin Bernardin.
Really?
You know, we
She's
did not
good at running. Is she good at
right,
Like-
but she's tall and long, right? And Pool Boy said like, hey, this girl is amazing at endurance things, and we all laughed at him, and then she freaking won the event, which is mind blowing to me. I think she knows this is the only event she can show out at. Why would she not send it harder than everybody else? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I just imagine if you're that good at running, that you're going to be pretty good at the rest of the stuff.
That's fair.
And I, again, dark horse to win it, right? I'm still picking Emily Rolfe all day. I think Amy Kringle is a great pick. But I think Caitlin Bernardin is a good dark horse pick.
It will be fun in the future when we can set lines on people who are way outside picks, 100 to 1 points on those.
Give you odds.
Yeah, odds.
I've been saying that the whole time.
I think under fifth place would be a good prop bet for Caitlin Bernardin.
Lucy Campbell. I don't hate that pick, Carolyn. But it's the bike, I guess, to me.
Well, and she's saying dark horse, but
Dark horse. Okay,
right.
fair. Flex pick, spin.
I'm going with Ricky Garrard.
Ricky.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky and Jeff are probably your next two people.
No way, Jeff beats Rick.
There's
No
going to
way
be
Jeff does anything.
What do you mean?
Not even top 5?
No. I've heard a rumor that Jeff is not competing.
Oh shit!
I don't know if it's
You heard
true
it
or
here
not.
first. We knew the news.
I do not have confirmation of that, but I have heard it from 2-3 people and a question from a fourth asking if he was competing. So there's things swirling out there that he's not competing in an individual. So I don't know.
When would they announce that?
Action starts 10 a.m. Eastern time.
We will send out an alert when the heat starts.
Right.
Yeah, I might change my picks off Jeff just in case then, and then last minute change
Make
them.
it.
Like if I want Jeff and he is competing, then I'll change it again.
So what's the floating rumor? What did he hurt? Did he hurt something?
I don't know. I know Caroline put a story out of him watching TV, and it had like a Mr. Humidifier on. So I don't know if he's been sick. I don't know if he just changed his mind. I have no idea. He could be competing. I don't know. He might show up and destroy everybody. But
Could be a flu game. Could be a Michael Jordan flu game.
could be. So pick Jeff Adler at your own risk. I had him in there. I'm taking him out. Maybe if I see him line up and there's still time, I'll throw it in there. But
all right, you know what? Then I'm gonna throw this guy out. Nobody's gonna think anything of this. I think. What about Austin Hatfield?
No.
so I thought about it. I'll get to that in a second. Savon, yes, he is. My understanding is he is not competing, although nothing official has gone.
It's a rumor, a hard rumor. He doesn't
Hard
even have
rumor.
it. Yeah.
But when you're picking,
Good though.
all I could say is if you pick Jeff Adler in the top 10 or your shot caller, you're playing with fire.
See,
He
the
is on
rumor that I heard
Jason's
was
team,
he was
too.
still going to do team.
That's what I had heard.
I could see
So
that.
it's not from both of them. It's just individual.
Right.
And if he still does team, it's clear that he is scared of Austin Hatfield. And I'm going to make that known. Okay.
Clear as mud, Johnny.
Right. The same way Rich left the games individual because he saw this little short dude coming who could do stuff he couldn't. Right. The same way he got out while the getting was good. And I understand he wanted to have more time for family. I get it. And honestly, it's probably the truth. It's just awfully convenient. Awfully convenient is all I will say. Feels like the same thing's going on right here because this is going to be the Hatfield Invitational. It's about to turn into that. Y'all are gonna
You'll see it.
You're gonna
You'll
see
see
it.
it.
You're gonna
You're
see
doing a lot of convincing on something you're so convinced of.
Right.
what
There
that
you
Jeff
go.
is scared.
Austin
Then if he
Hatfield.
doesn't do the games for the World Fitness Project, oh my gosh, he's so
Could be.
scared.
Could
That'd
be.
That'd be true. Yeah, he sees Hatfield in the challenger group. Austin Hatfield, he's good running. He's decent at the bike. I don't think he's probably the best. My concern is he was really good at Chad at the games, but he was good because he was doing that weird like hop down, skip down where nobody else was other than James and a couple others.
Mm-hmm.
And so if it's just regular box step overs, you don't get to do that little skip down. So
You think he had a
I don't
undue
think it gives you
advantage on
as
that
much. I mean, he obviously has the capacity to do that many at that speed, but he was also just faster. And if you can't be that much faster, I mean, I don't know if you get enough. Like, I mean,
Okay.
I could see it. I could see it. I'm just not willing to put him
one.
And your picks.
Anthropometrics
up there.
alone, I
But
would
here-
agree with Spin.
I think
because I think
between-
Ricky would have been right there with him until he twisted his ankle in
I think
Chad.
Ricky wasn't even close to him when he twisted his ankle in chat. I think the 20 inches helps him a lot. Like we're not talking about
Doesn't hurt
20,
him.
it's the 20 inches, right? If it's 24, I think it takes a little bit away from him, but it's only 20 inches. And I think what you can take away from Chad, and obviously I'm biased, and I'm willing to admit I might be playing this up in my head for it to make more sense than it actually does, right? Because obviously I want him to win. I picked him to win, right? I want him to win. I like Austin. But he has the endurance to keep a speed for a very long time. Like his speed is not going to change. And if you can keep 150 step overs, like the same speed the entire time, I think he's going to clip people like a lot. In the box step overs. Do you know how long it takes to do 150 box step overs?
3 or 4
It'll be
minutes.
close to half.
No,
the time.
no,
It'll
dude,
be close
it's
to half
6
the
minutes.
time.
With the vest, very, very fast with the vest is 6 minutes. And then without a vest is 5.5 minutes, right? You're taking more time doing the box step overs than you are running. And he's a good runner. And then the least amount of time is biking. And he's not a bad biker. Now, I can't pick him over James. It's hard to pick him over
Right.
James, right? But I think there'll be Austin and Ricky. Or Jeff and Ricky. If Jeff did it, they would be there. I think Austin will also be there. So if Jeff's out, and then you got Ricky, I bet I'm gonna take my dark horse Austin. Right? That's my thinking process. Again, could be completely biased, and I'm fooling myself. We will see.
Yep. Here we go. Will the Heat One app move all of your picks up one place if Jeff does not?
No. You gotta be able to be on the ball with that.
But we will send out an alert if that's the case, and we'll remind you to go change your top 10 picks or your picks in general.
Right. All right. Next one. Event number 2. This is the 3 rounds, 4 time. It's a calorie row, toes to bar, and a sled drag. I want to pull up a story that I saw. So go ahead with your picks, guys, on this one.
Okay, my pick for this is Ricky Garrard. I'm also picking Ricky for this one. It kind of makes me not want to pick Ricky for the first one. Does that make sense? So yeah, Ricky Garrard's my pick for this one. I think you cannot make that much time up on a rower. I think if we all sprinted 21 cals from the rower, I'm 1 second ahead of Spin, 2 seconds ahead of Tyler. I don't think you're going to make up that much distance on the rower. I think the toe to bar cadence, you can absolutely kind of get seconds on that.
A few seconds.
Right. And I think the toes to bar matters more than the row. And then it's all about the sled. Now, the light and medium sled, I think, are irrelevant because I think everybody's going to be able to sprint the light and medium sled. The heavy sled, it has to be heavy enough that it's like stops people in their tracks. And I just don't think it's going to. I don't, but I don't know. Right? Because everybody's got to be able to do it.
Dude, this isn't only going to happen with a 3-plate load. It's going to happen. If you get your pull wrong, this is going to happen with everybody because that front lip is going to catch underneath that sand and it's going to bog down and you're going to be screwed. So that's why I think my pick is James Sprague again. For the reasons that John just laid out. He's tall. They're going to have to pull it up. And so he's got more up than everybody else. He's also not bad at any of the other things that are in this event. The toes to bar are not enough to create a distance separation between him and everybody else, and he'll kill on this part. Sleeper pick, Travis Mayer.
Get that in there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Ed AI. Can we get how to set your picks for dummies? If you go to the Shot Caller League, you can click on the event and then down, it'll say starters. Click where it says M, and then all the males will pop up. Pick your male. Click where it says F, all the females will pop up. Same
here. And to give credence to Tyler's pick, I don't think James is going to win this, but I don't think he's going to be outside the top 5 on this. He will have. I don't see a way where this is a bad event for James, right? Like, I think he'll always be very, very close to winning, if not winning. So I would say he's probably a safer pick, even though I think Ricky will beat him in this.
I think the sled drag is a big wild card. Like, I think there's going to be situations where.
But then just pick Jack Farlow to win.
I'm not picking Jack Farlow.
Why? Because if the sled's the biggest factor, you think Jack can't do 21, 18, 15 unbroken, and it's 21, 18, 15 sprint on the row. That part is just a sprint. If it's just the sled that matters, Jack Farlow would be the best one.
Because he's tall?
No, he has the most power. Like, go look at Alpaca.
3 trunks on him.
No, I'm just thinking of Alpaca when he was the only one that could move it and nobody else could. Everybody got stopped in their tracks, and he won his heat. Not because he could legless rope climb better than everybody. Lord knows that. It was just because he could move the last sled, and everybody else was stuck. And he won his heat.
Okay.
Another sleeper pick, Luke Parker.
I'm picking Pat Vellner.
Don't hate it.
Yeah, I mean, that's safe.
Yeah. Women, John.
Laura Horvath.
Same.
I don't think it'll be close.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Laura.
All right. And flex pick.
I think I picked Vellner for my flex pick.
I put Emma Tall.
I don't hate that pick. I honestly thought about it. She's got a lot of power. Can she pull the sled correctly? That's going to be like you'll see the true.
Oh no, I picked Roll. Emily Roll for this.
Not enough power.
Really? You're gonna change your pick after seeing the sled? I mean, I guess it's not a ball. She's not rolling it across the sand.
It's your
our arch nemesis, the sand.
It's not that she doesn't have power. She's a bigger body.
You picked her last at everything in Rogue.
Yeah,
because she wasn't strong.
I think she'll be better here.
Okay, all right.
And she did really well for herself. Didn't she get like 12th place or something like that?
She did better than you thought.
Yeah.
I'm going with Travis Mayer.
Of course you are.
I got to find a place to put him in. This is a great place.
God.
Right. Oh, also there's a prop pick. So
this
if
is
you
a great place.
If you go over to the up on the top where it says lineup, to the left of that it says props. There's a prop for this, which is event 2, women. How many women in the final heat are still in round 2 when the leader starts round 3?
Woof. That's
a hard prop bet of that. Yeah.
It's only the final heat. And the thing about this is I think we'll see a weird mix of athletes.
How many 10 or 20?
I think it's 10.
You think?
I think on this course it's 10.
Spin, you talked me into it. I'm going to switch to Vellner.
Let's see. There you go. You're welcome.
It's just safer.
Okay.
For the prop pick, I would recommend picking the day of to see who's in that final heat.
It's the same final heat all first day, I believe.
Yeah.
Are we going to go through the props after we go through the events?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Event 3.
Event 3. All right, event 3. This is the Hiller's favorite number scheme. This is the heavy double unders, handstand walking, wall facing handstand push-ups, single arm snatch, and single arm overhead dumbbell lunge, legless rope climbs, and then coming on back.
Legless rope climbs.
Legless rope climbs.
Legolas.
I'm going to go with Austin Hatfield on mine.
Yeah, that's my pick too.
Come on, guys. Yeah, I'm going to go with Austin.
All right, female. Tyler?
I'm going to go with, we're getting bogged down because so many people are playing right now. Thank God. Alexis Raptis.
I've got Alexis Raptis too.
I also have Alexis Raptis. All right,
so the flex.
All right, are we going to go 3 for 3?
Maybe. I don't think so, though.
I've got Ariel Lowen.
Tyler?
Hell with it. Elisa Fuliano.
All right.
Not bad pick. And we're going to go 3 for 3 different. I'm picking Brooke Wells.
Wow.
Not bad. I heard she did pretty good in testing on this, so.
She's one of the few that beats Danielle Brandon on handstand walk events. So
can you remind me to tell you?
And she has handstand push-up capability or capacity. So
capacity.
After the show, guys, can you remind me to tell you something about this event?
Okay, yeah, the one
I have something
prop incorrectly on.
Yes, I have something to tell you that's funny about this event.
All right.
I'm so mad at you.
I can't tell the crowd,
the people.
All right.
Yeah.
Friday morning, worth the wait. The max weight, clean plus hang clean. Men, John.
Dude, it's nobody.
I've got Guy.
You're wrong.
I have Guy.
I'm going with Austin Hatfield all the way.
That would make my day.
He did 365 in training, and I know it wasn't his last hit.
Yeah, I know what his last hit was.
This
is my reasoning. We've never seen Guy like pushed ever, right? Austin, he has a track record of not executing to his fullest capabilities.
Yeah.
Right. He has it's a record. Like I'm saying a pattern. right? And until he changes that
one
pattern,
competition, John, one competition.
until he changes that pattern. No, he did it at Wodapalooza last year.
Yeah.
That's old news, John.
Until he
You can't live in the past, buddy.
Until he changes that pattern, it's really hard. Listen, I picked him to win the competition. It's not like I'm not sticking my head out.
You piece of shit. You hate it.
But,
you hate
but
it.
it's hard for me to say he's going to beat Guy when Guy has never been beaten in a lifting event and never been pushed.
That's
right?
why. That's why.
Now, I kind of think like Jack Farlow, like I think any three of those guys can win. Farlow, Hatfield, or Guy. And it might just revolve around who lifts last. Like who's out there, because you get to play the game and see what they put on there, right? But Guy just doesn't look like he struggles. I've seen him clean 407. I've seen Hatfield clean 400, and I've seen Jack clean and jerk 400, right? I think they're all around the same strength level, except I've never seen Guy actually struggle.
I would actually say that Jack is probably the third strongest. He just has a better jerk than the other two.
Maybe.
Right? Because Jack, I mean, that 400 clean for Jack was not like super easy.
It wasn't easy for Austin.
but you look at Guy back 2 years ago when he did 395 clean, and that was nothing.
Yeah, yes. I agree. And Guy probably can clean and jerk that, right? But I can't in good faith like bet against Guy in a lifting event until he gets beat, because he's never been beaten and he's never really looked close to being beaten, right? But listen,
your heart, buddy.
I picked with my heart in my rankings, Tyler. You know what I mean? And listen, I want to be right with that more than anything in the world. All I want in this world is to be the most accurate person at that stuff. But I can't pick against Guy in this event. If Austin were to win this event, Tyler, do you know how happy I would be? Like Leslie might have a second baby after that happens. Okay, I'll be honest.
That's what it's gonna take. Huh?
I'll be honest with you. She might be pregnant that night. Okay, because that's how happy I would be if Austin were to win the lift event. Okay.
So somebody said the other day, John has changed since the baby's been born.
John, react. Papa Young. Guy uses speed. Hang takes some of that out, and Jack's big hand's going to help him on grip.
Yeah,
I think the speed actually helps more on the.
Yeah, I think on a hang, it's probably because Dad does not use speed on his hang clean. He uses a lot more muscle. But yeah, the hang is I would argue more speed is needed on a hang than an actual clean. The hand thing, absolutely. Like there's the reason I would not be able to lift more weight is because I couldn't hold on to it. It wouldn't be because I couldn't get under it or I couldn't squat it. There's going to come a weight that I just can't hold on to in the hang. So he absolutely has a point on that.
Here's a prop. Does anybody get hurt on the hang portion of it?
Oh, like dropping it back down onto their thighs?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I've never really seen anybody get hurt doing that.
Oh, I have. I've seen somebody like break both of their quads, but no, I don't think so.
Okay. Sorry for being the downer. On the women's side, I'm picking Laura Horvath.
Yeah, I'm picking Laura too, and I think this is an easy pick for flex because I think it's an easy 1-2 in the women's side, and nobody's really going to be close to that.
That's why I'm picking Danny as the win. And then my flex is Laura.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm picking Danny in my flex.
Yeah, I have Danny in the flex as well.
It's an easy one too.
Yeah, I tell you,
points.
The goal on it, like I don't think anybody's going to get points on anybody in this workout as far as like the game and the app goes, but it is a nice feather in your hat if you pick the winner on the men's field, because I do think for the first time there's 3 guys that could win it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
In a field where Guy is there's 3 guys that can win it, which is pretty freaking awesome. And honestly, Tyler, I'm rooting for everybody except Guy to win it, but I'm still picking Guy to win that event.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate it. I just want Austin. I also think that Austin, he not only did the Mayhem training camp for Wodapalooza, but he then posted that knowing like that footage was going to come out, and he's worked out with Gee. And so he posted that with that knowledge.
That's my dog.
Sure. All right. Moving on. Event 5. 25 chest to bar pull-ups, 25 burpees over the block, 50 dumbbell bench press, 70/50 pounds, 25 burpees, and 25 chest to bar pull-ups. Men's side, anybody not have Austin?
No, we all have Austin. Now on this event though, the flow is a little bit different than people might think. Like
They have to carry stuff, right?
Right. So you have to get your blocks. You have like 2 blocks that you're jumping over, and you have to carry them to the designated burpee spot, do your burpees, and then carry them to the bench press, do your bench press or dumbbells.
You have to go carry the dumbbells across the sand too.
Dumbbells to the bench press, and then you bench, and then you go and get the blocks again and carry those.
Well, you take the dumbbells back,
and then you get the blocks. Like what I'm saying, the same thing. You're just trying to make it like
this is a literal class one. Okay, everybody, we're done with this. Now go move your stuff over here.
You just move things from point A to point B to do them.
Yeah.
So the flow is a little bit different than people think. I don't think it's going to affect the winner. I still think the bench press is going to be the crux of the workout.
Sure.
I don't think people understand how much those burpees are going to affect the bench press.
Oh, huge.
And Phil B brings up a good point. It has been changed. 40 bench press is now on competition corner. So it's not 50, it's 40.
Oh, that's
for the men and women.
That just says 40. Yes.
Why would you change it? Debate
people are getting buried.
No, I want them to be buried. That sucks a lot, dude. Because I don't know. I should do this event.
You should do this event.
Women, John.
Laura.
I have her as my flex.
I picked Emma Tall.
I picked her as my female. So
I could be being dumb here. I got Alexis Raptis as my flex.
I don't hate it. The logistics freaks me out.
I think she'll just be faster than everybody at everything except the bench press, and I can't imagine she's got a bad bench press.
Some people are oddly bad at it. I don't think she's bad at it.
You know who's a dark horse in this, I think, is Kyra.
Yeah. I wouldn't call her a dark horse. It's just, well, maybe you would call her a dark horse.
She's gonna be fast. She's gonna be fast on the pull-ups.
But everybody's gonna be fast on the pull. There's not gonna be very many people.
Everybody's
gonna
go unbroken.
Yeah.
Savon, $10.
$10 for that
Leslie is open for business already.
That's a hard no.
He was giggling the whole time.
Never been more closed. I'll say that.
Yeah. All right.
Kyra's a good pick. Pat V for flex.
I'm trying to think. Because last year had the bench press. That's why I liked Emma Tall.
Oh, maybe
in
not.
It. Go back to last year.
It's his overhead final. That sucks, not his
pressing.
Pressing.
Yeah, but he's not. I wouldn't pick him. I wouldn't pressing specialist.
I'm second guess.
Yeah. He's got long arms, brother. Like he's not bad, but he's not great either.
Yeah. And the final one, Cortadito 2.0. I think that's how you say it, right? Cortadito.
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 A whole bunch of wall balls.
Pressing
hang power snatch, thrusters, and ring muscle ups. I also have Austin Hatfield. It's going to be a good Friday for Austin.
Yeah, I have Austin Hatfield as well.
Tyler?
Austin Hatfield.
I figured you were going to say James Sprague.
Dude, James is not going to be bad at that workout.
No.
James is going to be deceptively not Cortadito. I'm sorry. The bench press workout. Yeah. Yeah, he might not be great on the Cortadito, but
he's not going to be bad. It's just he's going to lose time on the thrusters.
I think he's going to be way faster than people think on the bench press workout.
Okay.
I would not enough to pick him, but I'm no just
No,
just
pick him.
in
Top
general.
7. Top 7. He's fine.
I mean, I think he could be maybe top 5 in that even.
Okay. Women.
Alexis Raptis.
I have her as my flex.
You got Laura to win it.
I do.
I have Laura in my flex.
I picked Alexis Raptis.
And who's your flex?
Ricky.
That's not.
He's going to be gunning for the
That's
win.
not
He did well with his messed up ankle last at the games.
Yeah.
All right, props real quick though.
Props quick.
Folo final placement: top 10, 11 to 13th, 14th to 16th, or 17 or worse.
Top 10. I got her 10th place exactly.
I have her 11th to 13th.
11th to 13th. 43% right now. But top 10's 48%. So,
yeah.
John, you have swayed the votes here.
I don't know about that, but I think honestly 11th to 13th I think is the best pick. Like that's the safest pick if you're playing odds. But I have her 10th place in my rankings, and I can't bet again. I'm not betting against that. Like that's what I'm rocking with.
There's no forward carry lunges. So
Apollo's rankings have her in 34th.
Are you serious?
It's the computer just takes the data that it has.
Right.
Come on, Barkley. That's trash. Sprague outside top 15. Will James Sprague do worse on event 3 or 4? 3 is the handstand push-up, handstand walk event. Event 4 is the hang clean event.
Whew.
This one's tough.
Oh man, this is a great prop.
Or you can pick same placement and really get points.
That'd be crazy.
Listen, same placement should be worth way more points than
it's worth double the other two.
No, I think it should be worth 10 times. I think if you hit same placement, like you win. You're in the running.
That's why Adam needs to make it so it's based off of how many people pick it.
Yeah,
because it would get 10 times the amount of
same placement is the green slide on a roulette wheel. That's what same placement is.
Yeah. I'm saying event 3.
I'm going to go with 4.
This is so hard, dude. Because James has gotten so much stronger.
Right. That's why I'm saying 3. Like, it won't be good against those that he's trying to beat in the top 10. But I think he's going to be better than.
Gosh, man.
Brought to you by Zane Healy. Zane, thank you for this prop last week.
I'm still going to go event 4. The clean. Because it's 42 handstand push-ups. I just think he'll just manage that to the best of his abilities. He's going to be fine on the legless rope climbs. And like he's not going to compete with the top guys in that, but I think his fitness will overcome everybody. Everybody else can be blown the freak up, right? And if he executes to his ability,
can't do it no matter what.
Correct. If he executes to his ability, like this is a workout, like I'm getting last place no matter what in the women's field. Just because I can't move fast enough. I'm not fit enough. Like that's this workout. And that is a benefit to him. You know what I mean? So I could see him getting 12th place in this just because he's fit enough to get 12th place in this, even though he's muscular fatigue, not as good as some
back
of the other
behind
guys.
all of the
correct
Rickies and Austins.
Right. And then the hang clean and the clean. Like I think he beats guys like Moritz Fiebig in event 3.
No.
Dude, I think so. Not in the clean, in the handstand push-up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not in the clean. Yeah.
But in the clean, like regardless of how strong he's gotten, to be able to do it for a hang double, essentially, that's like a really crazy improvement.
Well, I'm thinking like 345, 340, around there. But like guys like Moritz Fiebig, they all beat him. Trayvon Benton of the world, they beat him. You know what I mean? Like he's looking at 16th, 17th place. With how much improvement he has. What's funny is 10 more pounds, and I think he's like looking at 10th place. Like the strength thing jumps so big to just by 10 pounds. But he was I'm still gonna rock with his worst placements in event 4. But this was an amazing prop, man. You really have to think hard into it.
Hey, if you guys pick the same placement and it hits, let me know who you are because you're ballsy sons of bitches.
No, I mean, I think same placement. If same placement were to hit, I don't think I think it should be worth so much points. Everybody's out of the running except the people that pick same placement.
Right. That's why I like the
I mean, it's
the moving picks.
yeah.
Raptis versus Horvath. Who will have a larger point difference against each other on these events? Raptis, event 3, so she beats Laura in event 3 by a lot, or Horvath over Raptis in event 4.
I think this is easy.
You think Horvath?
I think Horvath event 4 will be a bigger difference.
I'm
Time.
going with the Raptors then.
I'm picking Horvath.
Dude,
I like it.
I think it's overall strength of
50-50
field.
now.
I think it's overall strength of field. I
It's-
think handstand wall facing handstand push-ups is not that big of a deal for Laura. If there's deficit, then sure. But it's
And the
not.
legless is a big deal for the women, and Laura's going to
Laura will
fly
crush
through
it.
those, right? Like I think Laura's going to be top 7 in that workout.
Yep.
In the
Come on,
handstand
Alexis.
push-up workout.
Yep. All right, Lydia Fish. What will
Lydia
Lydia
Fish,
Fish's
watch.
highest placement be? 1st to 5th, 6th to 10th, 11th to 15th, or 16th or worse?
6 to 10th.
11 to 15th.
11 to 15.
All right.
Event 2 women. How many women are in the final heater still in round 2 when the leader starts? So they're a minute ahead.
This will be a day of but I'm gonna say 3+.
I'm saying 1.
I'm going to say 0.
Oh, you're wrong. There's no way that no one's left behind in round 2.
It's a minute.
That's
Okay.
a lot.
Dude, there's not going to be much difference. These are 3 sprints. Not going to be much difference in it.
Event 3, men. How many men go sub 12 minutes on the handstand push-up workout?
So there's a little bit to talk about here.
No, I don't think we should talk about it. I think we should just
I
leave it.
think we should talk about it because I text JR and I was like, JR, where do I set this line? Because Taylor talks so much about like if he went sub 12, like that was his goal, and he said if I go sub 12, I'm going like 11:55. And so I asked JR, I was like, what do you think? He said set it at 2. John comes back with
I was looking at the wrong event. Okay.
12.
I was looking at Cordadito. The Cordadito workout, I think 12 people will finish under 12. And then I looked at the Heat 1 app and I was like, oh, this is the wrong event. Like, yeah, this one's way harder.
So everybody pick 7 or less, unless you're gutsy.
Giving out some free points. Hey, if you hit 8 or more, good for you.
Event 4. How many men will hit 375 or more? 1, 0 or 1, 2, 3, or 4? I guess 4 or more. You say 3?
3.
That's if they all do what they're supposed to.
Right.
I feel like one of them's not going
I want to say 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick 3. But I think But I think 2 is a good answer.
All right.
So like my head wants to pick 2, but like 3 would be such a good show.
That's what I want.
And I'm gonna rock for this one. I'm gonna rock with that. They're all capable. They're all capable.
There you go. Go download Heat 1 app. Go play. Daily prizes.
Click all the
Entire
links.
week prize.
Every single link you click 3 times.
Yes. Click all the links. Support Frog Grips. You can click that. Then you can use code SPIN. Save 15%. All right. We got 19 minutes to go through 3 topics.
We got this. Let's go. Mayhem invites.
Mayhem invites. The invites have been out.
Rogue stuff.
Mayhem. Yeah, they used the Rogue Invitational. They invited 18 people. They're having to have field 20. So they're going to have 2 wildcard invites. And the confirmed athletes have already starting to been announced. Man in Agonies, Sam Cornwallet, Haley Adams, Travis Mayer, Brooke Wells, Dallin Pepper, Emily Rolfe, Roman Krenikov. We know Jason Hopper is also competing.
Dude, only 2 people get in. That's already tight.
That is my question. This is going to be one of the strongest fields. If you confirm that you're going to compete, and then you see Dallin, Jason. Let's say Jeff accepts.
I'm telling you right now, if somebody denies and they end up offering other people, like Austin's on the short list on that, he absolutely is doing the Mayhem Classic.
Why? Why Austin?
Why is he going to do it?
Yeah.
He wants to.
I guess being a Mayhem athlete, but like,
I'm telling you that he wants to do it. If they,
It's his hardest fight, though.
it doesn't. He thinks he'll make it online. Like it doesn't matter. He just wants to do the Mayhem Classic. He's going to do NorCal too. Like it's like, but I know that he wants to do the Mayhem Classic. I'm just saying it's another guy to throw in the mix.
yeah.
I don't know if I'm picking him against Roman and Dallin and Jason. Depends on what the events are, but that's another guy that can make noise. Is all I'm saying. If it gets down there.
I mean, if you see all these guys, I mean,
Fittest
at
man
what
on
point?
earth.
At what
Second
point do you
fittest
just
man on
say
earth.
it's cool? It'd be fun to compete, but I have a lot going on, and I'm not going to qualify. Like,
Well,
Man and Anganese, I'm sorry, like she ain't going to qualify out of this.
You're doing the World Fitness Project too, right?
yes, but you know the production is going to be such high quality. It is worth it for you from a PR standpoint.
Is it? Take
Yeah, I think it
19.
is. I would want to go just because it's Mayhem.
That's it. No
It's
prize money
Mayhem.
or limited prize money. You're trying to qualify. You're not sure if you're going to.
Yeah, Mayhem. It's going to be good exposure. You're going to get a real test, and then like if you're like Dallin, you think you can recover to do something else. So
Well, I mean, I think if you're down and you get a spot, like, wow, you just got that done. You don't have to worry about anything else. Like,
For the Dallins of the world, Roman,
definitely
Hopper,
good.
like I think those top two spots are in it and up for grabs.
you're talking
But-
about the people that aren't those people.
right. Like let's say Emma Tall doesn't compete because she's not going to do the CrossFit Games season, and they go down to the next person in line.
So if you're Amanda Barnhart, why would you do it?
Right. Or Danny Spiegel. She's not going to come top two.
Oh,
this
Danny's
list.
just doing it for the publicity.
Like I hear what you're saying, but like they're going to be competing a gazillion times this year.
That's what they wanted.
11.
That's
mean,
a lot.
Like Paige Semenza.
They're using the Rogue Invitational qualifier. Rogue's got this girl's like, why invite Danny Spiegel? And Danny has done, she does Rogue every single year. It counts for a lot. And then she does the games if she makes it. And that's why she's in there. But that they're using what Rogue is using as their ranking system to do the first set of invites. Whoever declines, then I think they'll just invite whoever they want after that.
Maybe. I think they could go to like a second round, but I mean, if you're coming over from Europe and going back and forth, like it's a lot to do that. And if you don't feel like you have a shot at qualifying, maybe that's where they may be more, biased. They think they can win, but from an outsider's perspective, like there's only a handful of people that are going to come in the top two.
Yeah. Well,
like Manning could have a great showing and finish 8th. Doesn't qualify.
Yeah.
Right. And there's no backfill after that. It's not like, 8th place and everybody in front of her finishes top 11 in the open or the semifinals and she gets to in it. Like it goes in order. So this is the first two people that get it, men and women.
Emma's an interesting pick because she said she's not going to compete in the CrossFit season.
I mean, you got a bunch.
She's in the Rogue. She's in the Rogue thing. They're not operating.
Right.
They're inviting everybody that's on that thing. That's it.
Right.
Right, but they're going to start going down this list, and it's going to get further and further away from anybody having an opportunity or chance.
How deep?
And I mean,
they dig?
If too many people decline, guys, I will accept an invite. If you're just looking for comedic relief or like what a normal CrossFitter looks like compared to like elite people,
The Bill Murray pick.
I'll be that guy if you need somebody.
But you can win. You can win the one event.
I think
Maybe.
I don't know if I win that one. It's got to be a select. event. I think I'll be crushed enough that like that might not win that one.
Just sandbag everything so you get the win.
Just because I can win
pull
that
the
one.
Sam Dancer at the ranch
I
run.
think you invite Hunter McIntyre and you invite me, and we'll see who ends up with the most points.
They should.
He gets a 100-point win on the run. You get
but that run's going to be split up with something though. Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm going to be last in everything. He's going to be second to last in everything, right? And then it's just going to come down to his event and my event, and I'm hoping Jason can beat him in his event. And Jeff, Ricky can beat him in his event, and nobody beats me in my event. Yeah.
Thomas Stroud. So Spin, you think only those who think they can win should go? That's maybe 5 people then, right? I think you have to make a decision on what's best for you. If you're trying to make it to the games and you're trying to balance World Fitness Project and Mayhem and semifinals and TFX or Syndicate or French Throwdown or the other Wadland Festival, like you could be doing 3 or 4 competitions in a freaking month. Like you've got to make a decision. And I get exposure and all this stuff, but that's where, when you think about World Fitness Project and John's point earlier about, does it impact your game season and ability to qualify? Doing these competitions just for the sake of competing can also hurt your future chances at qualifying for the games. Right? You can only compete at such a high level a certain amount of times before you're gonna have a fall off in your performance. And so if you're going to Mayhem and then in 3 weeks later you're going and doing the semifinal, the next week you're going to World Fitness Project, the following week you're going to TFX, like that takes a toll on you, right? And if you're not going to have a chance at winning, you got to decide what your goals are. So
Make an assessment.
right. Like maybe the exposure is more for you. Maybe what just going and being seen is better than qualifying. I don't know.
Hey,
That's up to you.
Every competition's got to have its losers and its middle place finishers.
Right. Like I think at some point you go further down the list and somebody just goes just to be able to compete on the same floor, go to Mayhem, have a cool experience. But everybody that was invited on this first list has the opportunity and ability to make it to the games if they go to the right events.
They just need to, switch up their training.
Just adjust your training a little bit.
Suggest your training.
Carolyn Prevo, all the comps are so close together for the in-person online semifinals. It makes no sense to show up to ones you have no chance. The only reason is exposure and sponsors. Yeah. All right. That's it. We'll see who accepts. I think they have to accept by today. So next round of invites tomorrow, maybe.
How many
All right.
rounds?
I'll be checking my emails.
5 rounds.
That's right. It's time for some blind rankings.
Got to move fast, John.
I'm ready. Let's speed run. Let's do it. We
Speed
got it.
run.
Yeah.
Blind rankings.
By the way, I was so upset last
Move
week.
fast.
Last week was such a fun one. I was like, why do you pick the fun one when I don't come?
I hope this one sucks.
It might. I don't know. All right. You just had to have a baby that last week. You could have waited till Thursday.
I'll reprimand Leslie accordingly. No worry.
Okay. Here we go. 9 minutes.
All right.
Here, Wodapalooza team names.
Oh, God.
You're ranking team names that you'll see on the floor on Saturday.
How'd you get these? You got a guy?
I have sources. I have a person.
Just a hint to Comp Corner and Wodapalooza. Release the damn team names.
Yeah.
That would help.
It would greatly help anybody who's trying to talk about this shit.
I think they're trying to hide the Jeff Adler withdrawal. I think that's what it is.
It's fine. You can still show the names.
I hope Jeff competes, man. I really do.
I want
Austin to beat Jeff, not Jeff avoid it.
Is it
All right.
is it a tarnished victory if Austin
No,
wins? and
no,
Jeff
it's
doesn't
not tarnished. I think I just you just got to think Ricky and Milner are still there. These are the fittest guys in the world, right? But
play? James Sprague beat both of those guys.
James Sprague, yeah. I'm just saying, yeah. Let's go. We'll talk
All
about
right,
it.
here we go. First one. We step on Legos.
4.
Yeah, 4.
4. Okay.
Who picked that?
All right. Next one. Mayhem Baywatch.
2.
I
Luke
like
Parker's
that.
on this team for sure.
I like that. Yeah, let's go 2.
I
Or
can't
is it
remember if it's a
Royce?
male or female team, honestly.
Doesn't matter.
I
They all look good.
don't think there's any swimsuits at TYR Wodapalooza this year. No swimming.
They'll still wear them.
You think so? You
They'll
think
wear
they'll wear them for the double
bench-
under
the bench press.
handstand walk?
The bench press one they'll wear them for.
Okay. Buff Ease.
5. That's
I like
the-
1.
No, 5.
Meet me in the middle, 3.
It's not though, dude.
It is. It's
Why do
so
you-
good.
why do you like
Bucky's.
It's the
Because
Buckies.
it's Bucky's.
No, I understand. It's stupid.
Oh, I hope they wear Bucky's merch.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. We can go 3. I'll meet you in the middle, but I think it's so stupid. Jose, just because you comment more than once
Just keep
does
it
not
going,
mean we
Jose.
think there's multiple people
Multiple people what? No.
that are commenting.
You mean this
I think
All I see is
this.
ones.
and this?
Justin. Thank you, Justin.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Kenneth, no swimsuits. Why the hell are we watching?
Don't have to.
All right, next one. Sculpted Scholars.
I like that.
5.
This name.
What is
this,
Brandon Luckett on this team?
This
What the hell is
feels.
this?
This feels. Yeah, it feels intellectual. It feels
Jack
regal.
Nerds. That's our name.
These are a prestigious name. I like this one. We can go 5. It's fine.
I didn't even have to convince you.
And the last Elite Division team name.
Hell yeah.
Gains and Roses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go. I'm with it.
I'm thinking Buffy's was definitely the best one.
I think
Mayhem
it should have been
Baywatch
Gains and Hoses, though. That would have been better.
good. Gains and Hoses.
Yeah.
Good. I like this one.
There you go. There's some of the team names you'll see on the floor Saturday and Sunday.
What was the one we said a million times last year that I just wanted to? I hated it so much. I think it was it was one of the girl teams.
The one that
Something
won.
with the '90s trend or something
Yeah.
like that.
No, they won.
They won it. Nothing
Better
but a
than
90s,
the 90s trend.
Yeah. Worst team name of all time.
and they win it. So you had to
It's
say that.
Kelsey Keel, Kelly Baker, and
Emily Lundberg.
Emily Lundberg. Thank
That's
you.
right. All right, we got 5 minutes, just in time. CrossFit Games Last Chance Qualifier. Rich Froning broke the news.
This makes me uncomfortable. Dave looking at us like this.
No, Rich brought it up, and then later that evening, somebody asked Dave, gave him a scenario. I think it may have even been in one of our comments. I didn't get to it, but the idea was the six people from the Open who did not qualify after the NorCal Classic get invited to a last chance qualifier. Dave said, "I like it," and moved on.
And then
What we know about the math, I think all signs are pointing to that. Rich also said that there was a last chance qualifier. Rory, without dropping a beat, also agreed with him. And then it was like,
Weird.
oh, wait, were we supposed to say that? And of course, it did not get cut out. So they just went with it. And then if you watch Dallin, Jason, and Justin today, they talked a little bit about it. They laughed and said, let's just do another online last chance qualifier. That's what we need, is people that don't make it on the online semifinals, give them another online competition to qualify.
Oh, I hope it's not online. I hope it's in
it's
person.
definitely gonna be online, John. They can't logistically pull it off in time.
Why?
because it's going to be not very far before the games. I don't think
It
it's
doesn't
a
matter.
lot of
It's the
expense.
last chance. You can either compete or not compete.
Unless it's at the ranch, it's too much expense.
No, let's go to Glassman's house.
Let's.
What about something really crazy and say anybody that wants to come that just barely missed out in any of it, they come on to Albany in like Monday, like the PGA does.
Let's get
We have
real
a
crazy.
one day 3 event competition.
Oh man! And then you're just roasted for the games.
Just
How
3
bad
events.
do you want
Just
it?
3 events, and then it start on Friday.
3 events. One of them is the SoCal bike run burpee
Yeah.
event.
Yeah,
And then one is 20 rep max back
at
squat.
Atlanta.
And then
Just
the other
destroy.
event can be Atlanta. Yeah.
I mean, I think you're probably right that it has to be online.
I hate that. I think a last chance qualifier in person would be amazing.
I mean, I understand. It would be cool if it were in person. It's just logistically hard, and then people are going to bounce because they'll be like, "Oh, I don't want to travel to the States just cause."
Dude, I love
And then
when
there's definitely not going to be a payout.
You could be
There
like,
would be, I think.
you could be like, you get free tickets, you get your hotel, you get all the stuff for the games, everybody that goes to the last chance qualifier, right?
Yeah.
And then the top person gets to be in the games.
You're already there.
And you're starting a little bit behind because you didn't make it for real. You had to do this backfill thing. So
How much do you want it? How much do you
I
think?
think it would be amazing. And then we could have like a stat, like the highest last chance qualifier is like 8th place. You know what I mean? Like we could probably keep like a running stat because it's only one. It's only one. And I you might even be able to wear like a special jersey. You know what I mean? Like you could just go real big with
Like a checkered jersey or something like that.
yeah. Like you're not meant to be here, but somehow you are, right? Like
The content from it would be great because there's so much on the line, and so
Mhm.
if you did it real intimate, it would be really cool.
Yeah, it's like the NCAA tournament when they added the play-in games,
Yeah,
right? And then you see them, they qualify, and then that person qualifies, and then they start making a run at it. You're like, oh, let's get rooted for them.
everybody's rooting for George Mason.
they should get a special
Everybody.
jersey. That would
I
be
like it.
really cool.
When the Golden Retrievers beat Virginia, it was like the greatest thing of all time.
That's right. Well, hopefully we'll find out some more information on it, but that's my recommendation, Dave. I know you're watching. So
He is watching. Look at him. He's like, say it. Say it.
that's not a picture. That's actually him watching. It's a live look at him in the ranch. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. We're going to cut it off now. John, you're heading over to jump on Savon's show. If you guys are watching this will take you directly there after I end the stream. So we'll see you guys next week. Make sure you sign up for Heat 1. Put your prop bets in, win some proven money, win some Frog Grips gift cards. And if you don't win, use code SPIN, save 15% on Frog Grips.
I apologize to absolutely nobody.